Precisely my point. You should have just felt when that guy just went by me. It almost knocked me off the road. But then, yeah, I'm barely over 100 pounds, so it doesn't take much. That was not anywhere near 30 miles an hour. When I was struck by a car in Sydney in 1981, the reason that I need my back surgery now, I wonder how fast that woman was actually going, that she snapped my femur, shattered my pelvis. I wonder how fast she was actually going. I don't know if Delaware County is qualified or educated enough to even figure anything like that out. I know their fire department is 40 years behind in training and equipment. That was in the newspaper, the local newspaper. And I don't even know his name. I really don't even care. There's no point in learning it. He's got to be replaced. This douche that runs it says, well, we should just leave it this way because now we can't afford it. You know what? I can't afford shit either, assholes. You know that? Do you know why? You hit me with your car. There's going to come the day that you're going to have to quit ignoring that happened. And it's killing you. You know it's coming. Start paying your taxes, Delaware County. If you see people getting Social Security and you know goddamn well they shouldn't be, turn them in. That's your problem. It's not us poor people. We don't have anything. And they're sure as fuck not giving us anything. We're getting nothing. I don't know what you think we're getting because we're not. Besides the fact, if this is some stupid ass shit to try to prevent the immigrants from getting something, we live in the sticks and with the deer in upstate New York. They're not here. We don't live in Texas. We're not in Florida. We're in Delaware County, New York. So they can get over it. You better start paying your taxes. You see people getting welfare services of any sort, which includes unemployment, any kind of social services system that was set up for anyone that needed help because they weren't employed. That's not limited to public assistance or food stamps. General public. Unemployment. This whole farmers market checks they have going on, that's just as much for the farmers markets as it is for the poor people. That's a symbiotic relationship there, which I don't know why anyone would want to eat anything grown here in Delaware County. Everything is covered in Amphenol bullshit from the flood that no one ever cleaned up properly. You can see all the damage and all the trees, all the wildlife, especially the trees. You can just see where they're lined up and down the river where they're just, even to this day, you can see they're just dying. I would not eat any fish out of this river. I mean, that's been I don't even know if it's a law or just a suggestion, but everybody knows that in this area for decades. Now, since the flood, Amphenol, and you guys just keep ignoring it, like, oh, we'll just pray it away. We'll just talk to Jesus. It'll just go right away. No, it's not going away. You're poisoning your grandchildren. I hope you know that. Look what you've done already with the lead and the mold. Then you find out about the lead and the mold, and you're given, I don't even know how many dollars upon dollars upon dollars. Millions, perhaps, since the 70s when they told everyone they had to clean it up. The whole lead push. When I worked at Delaware Opportunities 20 years ago, why is there still a problem with this in Delaware County? Where is all that money? Taxpayers, this is what you're paying for? This is what you approve of? And you think us homeless people are your problem? I suggested to social services they start putting satellite sites everywhere. I actually suggested it here online. I actually suggested it on my YouTube and my Facebook and to them. And I'm happy to see, I'm going to be going over the newspaper pretty soon. And I'm happy to see that they're starting this. So you're welcome, Delaware County. You can't expect people with no transportation to get to Delhi. You cripple them from even being able to fill out your paperwork. You should be doing home visits to get to these people. And yes, you should have satellite sites in each town. You don't need that big, huge building. You have computers now. You can spread out. There are some of you who can do the work from home. You're not doing the work anyway. I can't wait until the immigrants do get here. I hear they're willing to work, that they appreciate being in America. You spoiled, rotten, fucking American brats. Step aside. There's people here that really want to work. I've also mentioned several times, I've pointed out that many of these home visitors are terrified of going into these homes. And I don't blame them. I was too when I was a home visitor. I would ask my supervisors, Katrina Warden, Linda Eskow, Betty Burr, to accompany me on these home visits. And now with all the drugs and stuff, no. Somebody would be coming with me every time. These guys need to partner up. I think that's a good idea. I think they also, they need to start doing their goddamn jobs. Oh my God, last week the one girl tells me at 2:30 in the afternoon, well, I'm all done with my work for the day. Sure, I can give you a ride. Why are you done with your work for the day? Why? You have an hour and a half and you're just going to sit around all afternoon on the taxpayer's dime doing nothing. And they claim it's because of this, us poor people. You're not doing anything for us. You're just sitting there in that office doing nothing, getting fat, eating snacks, doing office parties on the taxpayer's dime. Social services and Delaware Opportunities. And then on top of it, Delaware Opportunities, you lie and get all these grants and shit, and you're not doing it. The people that work over there know it. You know how I know? Because I used to work over there. That's how I know. And I talk to people. Taxpayers, you better get involved in your community and you better find out what's going on. No. Us poor people aren't your problem. The people are in charge that you keep voting in and you keep giving your money to, they're your problem. Because all this money that us poor people are supposed to be getting, we're not. In fact, they have $30,000 of my child support because they crippled me, lying to me about what my child support should have been when it was like 3 times what they were telling me. And they were giving me public assistance, taking my child support. $30,000. I'm getting a lawyer eventually for all this. You guys know this, right? I can't believe that we still have to play this game. And their excuse to me was for having this money. They didn't even deny that they have it and they've kept it. They admit it. They think it's okay, that they have a right to. They think that's the law. They said they had to keep that money because I needed help paying my bills. Well, when I'm supposed to be getting over $300 a week in child support, and you keep all of that, and you only give me $400 a month in public assistance, yeah, I needed help. Yeah. Who was it that just got fired over there with the dark hair for embezzlement? Who was that? How come that's not in the newspaper? I want my child support. I don't even need a lawyer to get that. Give me my child support. I don't know somebody got arrested. I don't know. This one was in the paper like a decade and a half ago for embezzling money, skimming money off the top of the child support. In child support. And this happens all the time. Look it up in the paper. I don't know how these computer systems are set up that they get away with this shit, but they are. Look it up. I have all the hard copy paperwork showing what they gave me in public assistance as opposed to what I should have been getting in child support. They collected $50,000 in child support in 3 years. And I was getting $200 in public assistance a month. And then you people come at me and you say shit to me, and then I'm asked by social services why I'm in the position I'm in. I think you have a role in this. I think you aided in this. General public, eat me.